for the Hope HB916 first ride. Steaming up. Done all the setup, just got to the top of the hill. Setup was pretty straightforward on the suspension, except I couldn't find a manual on the Öhlins site for the rear shock, so I had to play guessing games. Öhlins also have a bike setup calculator on their site, which either wasn't working properly and doesn't have the HB bike in their calculator. It's got the HB130 and the HB160, the older bikes, not the new version. So just playing guessing games, no suspension setup. So I went for 30% sag at the rear shock and 16% sag on the fork. Yeah, pedals really well. A little bit of noise from the idler wheel, I think. Either the chain vibrating on the guide or the bearing or the idler wheel itself rattling a little. Can see the chain vibrating. Gears are bent, obviously. It's a used bike, so I'm not sure of the history of it. Gears are skipping a little bit. But yeah, pedalled really well. Cruised up there. Pedaling geometry feels pretty good. For me, I'm just set now on this sort of 160 to 200mm travel bike with about 30% sag. 80 degrees is perfect. But a little bit back. It was really good, but a little bit back. And I've got the seat rails slammed pretty far forward. My other bikes are both 80 and they just feel perfect for me. I'm 185 centimeters tall with a 33-inch inseam. So that just works best for me and my legs and my height. I'll have to work out 33 inches in centimeters for you. Yeah, climbed really good. I've got the Hope pedals on. They just feel tiny, like little kids' toys. I just love the Pedaling Innovations pedals. So much more stable, so much more support. I can't ride these little pedals very well anymore. And yeah, I'm not 100% sure on the rear shock. I haven't rode one of these shocks for years, but this one doesn't feel great. Bit sticky. Actually, also the dropper post is sticky. Rear shock's a bit sticky, and it's hard to tell if the high-speed compression and pedal platform adjuster is really working or not compared to the Kitsuma. It's like massive difference, noticeable difference from open to the pedal mode to the full lockout. This sort of hard to tell, just seems to be getting sticky and not much more firm. It's funny because Öhlins licensed their technology to Cane Creek, and every Cane Creek shock I've had has felt better than any Öhlins stuff I've had. But yeah, let's get on the trail, see how it goes. So we're on track. Very first ride on this bike on my home track. It's pretty gentle overall. I did bleed the brakes and swapped the brakes over, so a Euro style. And first of all, the front hose is a little short. I can't see where the track is. And both the bladders in both the brakes seem to have like gone out of shape. Whoa! Gone out of shape. I'll try and put a photo of that on. But it feels great so far. Let's send a little. Whoa. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Really good actually, really good. Haven't rode this track for ages. It's been away. Whoa. Bit of flex in the tyres there, and the weak exo casing. Techie, tight. Oh. Low BB, just scraped my foot there. Oh. Yeah, these tyres are a bit weak in the corners. So green though. So the first problem I've got is this is a fucking horrible section on this. Oh, hang on. First problem I've got, which I always get, handlebars too low. Hope did leave a decent amount of real estate compared to YT to lift the bar up, but this bar, really low rise, I want it 20, 30 centimetres higher than that. 30 centimetres, millimetres. A bit of dive on the fork as well, but feels great. Feels really good. Bit of a pedalling, pumping, speed generating section here. See how it goes. Yeah, feels fucking great. Well, the track needs some work. Spring has sprung. It's getting quite green. Here's a new section I made. Oh my god. Off camber of doom. Oh. So yeah, actually feels really good. Really good. Fork, it's a bit hollow. But I need to get the front end jacked up. And get the smash pot in there. Yeah, it feels a bit hollow in the mid stroke. Pretty much like every air fork ever made. Not as much what am I trying to say here? Not as much squat under braking on the back as my bikes. You can feel the whole bike pitching more forwards under braking. That feels really good. Track's fucking shit. Track definitely needs a clean. Yeah, when it pitches forwards under braking, you can feel it, your weight coming off the rear wheel rather than digging the rear wheel into the floor. Hope this bit's clean. Yeah, a bit loose on the back end. Wow, really nicely there. Really good. Yeah, that's a big compression back there. Bottoms out pretty much everything. I didn't feel that bottom out. So first ride done, first descent done. I'll go and do another one. Extremely positive so far, much better from the start than the YT Capra. The flight attendant suspension on that Capra, just pathetic, no damping at all, really soft. The Öhlins, I have used all the travel, front and rear, and that was a gentle run. Gentle because I haven't rode the track for ages, and gentle because it's a new bike. I'm just riding, not riding hard. So I used all the travel. Started off with the compression fully closed, minus one click, front and rear on the high speed and low speed. Used all the travel, not riding hard. So as normal, the suspension needs some work. Did feel really good overall, just a little bit, yeah, going through too much travel. The problem on the front could be the handlebar being too low. I'd like that handlebar 20mm higher. Also a bit soft in the mid-stroke, just like every air spring fork ever. So I get the smash pot in there. Also a little bit sticky front and rear, but probably ready for a service. To get the bushings done, get some work done on the suspension. Every bike, you need to get the suspension done. Don't believe what the manufacturers tell you. They can all be much better out of the box. Yeah. Happy, really happy with that. What does it need? Just need some heavier tyres. For me, those tyres just soft and roll too much. Just don't like the vague feeling. And so I get some downhill tyres on there, or some double downs, or super gravity. Give it some more riding, no problems really. It's definitely a rideable, good bike out of the box so far, with the suspension fully closed. We'll get some work done on that in the future and report back to you. Just wanted to give you a quick first ride update. I've been really struggling this winter to get any content out. Looking after the farm and the competition website has basically taken over. The amount of riding and content I'm creating is quite low, unfortunately. But if you do like it, head to the link in the description, go and buy some tickets for some competitions. First instinct says this bike next month will be a raffle item. Let's see how it survives the next few weeks of riding. Thanks and see you soon.